My name is Tate. I'm 15. We're from Eagle Rock, and I play in One Way Mirror.
What do you play?
Guitar.
I'm Harris. I'm from Eagle Rock.
You're stupid.
Santa Monica, California, and I sing in the band.
My name's Henry Hardy Holland. I'm 16 years old. I'm from Pasadena, California, and I play bass in One Way Mirror.
My name is Milo, and I play drums for One Way Mirror, and I am originally from LA. Oh, I'm 15.
Oh yeah, I'm 14.
I got into like DIY and hardcore music from my dad, and then I showed like hardcore and shit, like Snapcase to Harris, and he just found Screamo in like a whole world of his own, and just has been showing us that shit ever since.
Yeah, basically. Like I would, like in the beginning of like 7th grade or something, I was hanging out with Tate, and I was like asking him for new music recommendations, and he sent me this playlist.
Oh yeah.
And then we all like started going to shows together and stuff.
Yeah, we hear the smell all the time.
A huge inspiration, I think, for us was like Versus Self. Like seeing Versus Self do that shit was like amazing to us. Like
Yeah, those were like the first.
it was like a comeback. Like and New Mirrors. Insane.
I got into it like, I was into the Garden for a really long time. I still like them, but I don't listen to them anymore. And that's what got me into bass. And I don't know, these guys just kind of showed me all this stuff. Put me on to like Spirit of Versailles. Just like make me.
Yeah. Shit, I was listening to Blink-182 and then Tate came along and showed me like hardcore, like Texas is the Reason and shit, and like
Oh yeah, you showed
made me want to
me
drum so
irate,
bad.
bro.
Texas is the reason.
Irate.
Yeah, you put me on.
Catalyst, oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
my god.
Catalyst.
My drumming
Catalyst.
came from that mostly. Like I would just like play along to their songs and shit.
Yeah.
Love you, Catalyst.
Sonny and Jordan and God, who else? No, I think it was just Sonny.
No, it was just Sonny and then
Jordan.
Yeah, they came
His
to one of our
friend.
shows at Milo's house, and
it was like the first real one.
yeah, they thought it was super cool, and we thought it was crazy that those dudes were coming because we like looked up to Mercera and Widowed Us and
Yeah,
shit.
and then
that
they-
was so cool.
They asked us to come play in
Victorville,
yeah.
his house.
That was fun.
That was
It was
insane.
Like
That
one
was
of
like
the best
our
shows we've had.
yeah, it was our,
That's
like,
how I found out about you guys. Saw
Yeah.
the pictures from that show on Instagram.
Yeah.
So y'all did a fucking or what? I might be wrong about it, but y'all did a I wrote haikus cover, right?
yeah, and I hate myself.
Yeah, so sick.
We used to do hella covers.
Hell yeah.
And then I think we just texted Mercera, like we just had a lot of fun with those guys, and Widowed Us too. And we just texted them and we're like, "You guys want to do a split?" I don't know.
Yeah. But like the Versailles split was like where we like challenged ourselves like most like musically
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
time. Like of course now like we listen to it and we're like, oh our side is trash.
We're always progressive.
That's how it is with everything, bro. Y'all doing it right.
Yeah, Mercera, they're the best people. It was so much fun recording that.
100%.
Shout out to Yavi.
And then how'd you guys meet? Like burial etiquette, like end up putting together.
That was like
that's insane. I remember seeing that and I was like, what the fuck?
We
So
listened to them.
Yeah, we were like joking about doing a
And then they just started following
Yeah,
us.
and Tate like messaged them on email or something.
Yeah, he texted them, and they were super not into it. They were like, did not want to do it. I feel like at first, and then we like,
Oh, they did.
yeah, they were kind of weird about it at first, and then
But they were like, they're sweet people, so
Yeah, they're the nicest people.
I mean, like, who
Love
would be
Canadians.
interested in like a
Yeah, we were with
Yeah,
the kids.
band,
Yeah. But yeah, I don't even know. That one, we were just, that split came about really fast.
Yeah.
Like, we
We
recorded
had
our
the
songs.
songs.
Yeah, we recorded our songs in like a week. Yeah.
Yeah. Like right now, I feel like we're at like our peak in like music making, but of course it's just
Don't
gonna
say
go.
that. You guys are
No,
so
it's just gonna go
fucking young and
higher.
so
It's just gonna go
filthy.
higher.
Bro, alright, yo, Tate, can you tell me a little more about like your dad and like the bands he was in and shit?
My dad was in My Eyes and Fast Break and a bunch of hardcore bands just throughout like all of his time being a kid, and that is like one of the main reasons I think we're sitting here doing this. Like my dad telling us about
Carrying the
DIY
legacy.
scene. Yeah, just
Stories, bro.
carrying on the stories. He would tell us stories of all these old hardcore shows and show me videos and shit. And like I'd always thought, oh, it'd be so fun to be there, but never, oh, it'd be so fun to do it.
Yeah.
And then
exactly.
these guys were just like, I don't know, let's just do it.
I mean, dude, me and Tate could not even like keep like a 4-4. Like,
We couldn't
were,
play,
oh my
yeah.
god. And we just wanted to play.
Yeah, we just wanted to
We got,
have
and
fun.
then we
Trying.
got this dude, and then we met this guy at skate camp.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Just blossomed.
I've known these guys for a year only.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1 year. This band is less than a year in the making.
That's what
I
the
met
fuck
Tate
is
in
up,
9th
bro.
grade. I used to hate his ass.
Yeah, we hated each other.
Milo hated me when he first met me so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
What grade are you guys all in right now?
I'm going into junior.
I'm going into sophomore.
Junior,
Holy shit.
sadly.
Holy shit.
I started like probably 4 or 5 months before the band, so I've been playing for like, I don't know, a little over a year and a half.
I started because of the band, so I had no prior like drumming before.
When I was like 5, I would do like piano recitals.
Now you're
Hell
first.
yeah.
We hated him because he could not scream.
We were only hardcore yell. Our first 3 shows were hardcore yelling.
But he's our boy. He's our boy. Who else? Who else?
Who else has the energy like Harris?
Dude, yeah, Harris got the stage presence for real.
I started out with guitar lessons like a year ago, and that was my first instrument.
Yeah, we made
Besides
him
the
play
piano.
bass.
But I love the bass now. And then I still played bass because I was
Yeah.
really into it. I jammed with my cousin all the time, and I was super into music. And then these guys were like, "You want to do my band?" And they had this shitty bassist.
It was for like 2 days. Oh my god. But yeah,
R.I.P.
rest in peace.
The old one on here.
Yeah,
No, we weren't even named that.
we were nosedive.
Yeah, we're changing our name to One
Nodding
Way.
off.
Yeah, we
Oh
are.
yeah, nodding off.
Nodding off.
Oh,
Oh my god.
we were stuck on that for so long.
Really?
Yeah, we had the worst name. And somehow we came up with One Way.
Like,
Oh,
like Lettuce Refrigerator was one of them at some point.
No, that was you.
Yeah.
The reason, like, the band kind of started
Yeah,
when we first hung out in like Pasadena.
Yeah, yeah.
Harris pulled up on his skateboard,
Yeah.
and then
That's
we
so
had this
crazy.
sleepover. You slept on the floor.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
one
thought
of
it
the
was
first
I
times
thought it was
we hung
hella
out
funny,
with
and I
Henry.
fucked with Harris
Yeah.
so much.
Henry's like a cool guy.
Yeah. We were playing like acoustic title fight covers
Hell
before
yeah.
Henry joined the band, and then we met him at skate camp and we hung out with him like once after skate camp, and I was
We
just
started
like,
going to smell
Hey,
together.
yeah,
I have
was
a
like, this
video
dude is
of the
just my
title fight
lifelong
cover.
friend. For a whole like 3 or 4 months, we played in my like living room on electric drums with like a terrible
Yeah.
guitar amp, no mic amp,
And then
no
you guys
bass.
came over to my house, and
Yeah,
I
we-
had the drum set,
Shout out, yeah,
pearl
Oh
so
my
kit.
God.
I had the fucking pearl kit, and it
Show
was
it
all
to
from
girl.
there.
Oh, bro.
Our very first song.
Oh shit. It's my cat.
1, 2, 3, 4.
7th grade head.
June 1st, 2022.
Wow.
We weren't even a band at the time. Like, we didn't really know Henry at this point.
Yeah, we were calling ourselves Nosedive.
Oh.
trying to be a
Oh
hardcore
yeah,
band.
not even. We were like what were we?
Like shoegaze.
Yeah, but we still listened to like screamo and shit.
Yeah.
We just didn't like really know like what approach to take.
Hell yeah, that's fucking sick, dog. Y'all got anything sick planned? Anything big coming up? Any big thing coming up?
We're recording an album.
Yeah.
Hopefully out in the fall.
20 songs, 250 songs.
Franco's Fuck Fest.
Franco's Fuck Fest.
Let's go.
Yeah, 2024.
December. December? Or Franco's Fuck Fest.
December, I
December.
guess.
Your dad is so scared.
It'll be so fun.
We'll have
Play a
everyone.
show on the roof.
Yeah.
We'll have like 3 sets going on at once.
One of the reason the house isn't big enough. 2 stages.
Yeah, one on the porch, one inside.
That's some
Like a
crazy
fest.
shit to me. We've made Franco's living room where we hang out and practice every day a venue.
Yeah,
Because we had nowhere else to play in LA and we were just like stuck. So we thought, let's play here.
yeah.
People call it the mirror.
It's Franco's house.
It is the one-way mirror house on God, bro. That's HQ.
Insane.
It is, bro. I
Actually,
miss
it's
it.
We write everything there.
We messed up.
Honestly,
Nothing.
it doesn't mean anything, but I think that it's taken a meaning of like,
Who we are.
just do shit with your friends.
Yeah, exactly. Just have fun.
Yeah.
That's all it means.
We
I
don't
don't
care
like
about
see.
the
I like
name.
when I hear the word woman mirror anymore. Like I don't even think of it.
No, I just think of you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
It's lost.
I wouldn't want any other name. Can't
Lost
lie.
diction.
Yeah.
Diction
Me
mirror.
neither. I like it. Just I don't know. It's,
Oh, shout out Hudson
We
Layer.
miss you.
I love you so much.
Shout out Juan.
H-Dog.
our big
Shout out Juan
boy.
Chavez.
Shout out Juan
Oh my
Chavez.
God. Juan and
Couldn't
Tony
do this
Chavez.
without you.
He's at every single show. that
Recording
he
the
does.
whole
so
set every time.
My dad
I wish he
FaceTimed him
was
before
here.
the set today and he was showing him.
Oh, we do everything.
We miss you, Juan.
Shout out J Hat.
Shout out
Jasper.
for Sarah, bro.
Jasper
For Sarah.
Coleman. Jasper.
Burial
That's my
etiquette.
fucking boy.
Catalyst, of course.
Love you,
Oh
Cat.
my
Love
God.
Catalyst. Oh my god. Bulletproof backpack.
Oh my
Insane.
God. Insane.
Everybody that's done anything for us.
Yeah.
on this tour.
Just everyone. Shout out to everyone in the
Shout out
whole
everyone.
earth.
Yeah. So cool. If you would have told us a year ago we'd be sitting here getting interviewed for some shit, like,
I would not believe you.
laughed in your face. This is insane.
Final words.
Words.
Love you
What's
guys.
the point if you're not having fun?
Yeah.
Exactly.
If I ever catch myself not happy when I'm on a stage, I'm
Yeah.
done.
One Way Mirror will always be a band until one of us stops having fun and it's over.
Then we start a metalcore
Yeah.
project.
Let me just get all that out.
Peace.
We're happy when we play. We're not mad.
Yeah, we're not.
Yeah, so like we're doing the fucking, this is like our real first tour. We did like a fall tour like a while ago, but that was really just playing like shows and then going home and then playing shows and going home. This is like we're actually on the road. I don't know, it means a lot to me personally because it's like, I don't know, it's just like cool that there's enough interest in the project that we could like tour and people like would actually come to shows, and the fact that Your Arms actually invited us onto the tour is fucking really cool. It means a lot, honestly.
Yeah, it's really nuts. I've never toured before, so this is like the first time I'm doing it for real. And it's a lot of driving. It's really fun though, seeing places that you have never been before.
Definitely something I've wanted to do for a long time.
Yeah.
So it's really cool.
It's really sick. We like barely even started yet. We still have two shows, and they were like 2 consecutive shows, and then there was 3 days where we just kind of hung out, and now we're like about to start like a week-long run back up the East Coast starting tomorrow.
Kind of feels like we started the tour on like 60% HP, like, you know what I mean? Like, we got fucking knocked out our first 2 shows, and now it's like, okay, now we gotta do like the real run.
Yep.
So it's fucking intense.
Visuals are like half of like the project. I don't know, I feel like you can't have like one without the other a lot of the times. I think people often don't like plan out their visuals enough. I think there needs to be like more of a visual art aspect in a lot of bands, and people take that for granted. I think they just like, they can try really hard on the music, but like a lot of people like having art to go along with it, like seeing something that's really cool. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know, I think like, I feel like a lot of people's first like interaction with the band is like looking at their art, their album cover, and like it like sets the tone for everything going forward. So I feel like picking like a very specific aesthetic or like a very specific idea that you want to do visually speaking is like super important, because that's like the packaging of your art. So it's like, I don't think you can neglect that. I think, yeah, a lot of bands do and get away with it, and I don't think there's anything wrong with like not caring about your visuals. It's just like a personal preference, I guess.
I think for the most part we all like scrams and screamo, but if you talk to us a bit more, you'll find that we all love our own stuff besides just that.
That's super true.
Yeah, we're pretty different. Like, we have like core fundamentals that we all like, but like we're all very different. Like, I feel like Pat's very like electronic oriented, if I had to kind of like generally like doing screamo, and I'm like rap and weird music. I don't know, like country gaze is what some people call it, like that kind of shit. And then JC,
I just like
old
hardcore,
shit.
just
Yeah,
like old screamo, metalcore.
It's pretty cool though.
Shit like that.
It helps, like, I think, expand the horizons for the band that we all like different stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. JC?
Video games, weed. That's pretty much it. Video games and weed. Yeah.
I like doing like art and graphic design type stuff. That's like the majority of it, I think.
I do like a lot of like video games. I like sewing. I like crafting, like making shit. I like making things. Whether that's like, I don't know, like physical things, like stuff on the computer, like digital art, physical art. I don't know, I just like making stuff, I think.
Fucking one-way mirror.
One-way
One-way
mirror.
mirror is up next. Come on. And fucking gingerbee. They're with us all run. We gotta give them a shout out too. For sure.
Shout out to Ulf.
Yeah, Ulf's sick. Ulf's really cool. I think that's like my favorite screamo band in the scene right now. Sorry, everyone else. Ulf's cool.
Shortstop.
Shortstop's cool.
Your Arms Are My Cocoon.
Yeah.
Home Is Where.
Big W. There's a lot of cool bands right now. There's very few bands that we don't fuck with. Like we love like a lot of the bands in the scene. Honestly,
Yeah.
there's a lot of like really like interesting experimental stuff going on right now, and it's just like I'm very grateful to be a part of like what's going on right now, and it's really cool.
This is our last song, thank you. Thank you guys, really seriously. We love you all so much for real. Thank you. Thank you. I think that's all you. Thank you.
Tour was really sick, honestly. I feel like going into it, I had really high expectations, and I feel like it was like exceeded even then. It was just kind of crazy to see like all the positive people, all the love, and there's like just like almost no negativity. Like I can't think of anything that was like a bad experience or anything that was like a downer. I don't know. Shit was just really sick, honestly. It was cool to meet like a band like Your Arms Are My Cocoon. Like that's like a huge inspiration for me personally. Getting to play alongside Gingerbee for so long, and then all the other bands that we played with too. Like there's just so many too many to count. They're just really cool. I had a really fucking good time, and getting to hang out with you was really cool, and having the whole like team kind of go along the trip was just like a wholesome experience. So, yeah. It's so tight.
Hello. I mean, I've never been on a tour before, so this being the first one I've ever gone on was just kind of unreal, because like every band that we played with is like a bucket list kind of band, and like being able to meet them and interact with them is just like really awesome. Being able to explore like different states with like Gingerbee and you, of course, just like a really fun time. I loved it a lot.
Yeah, it was definitely a crazy experience. I've always wanted to tour in a band for as long as I can remember, and it definitely exceeded my expectations. I was very worried about getting sick, and it kind of sucked that I got sick like first night into it, but after that, you know, morale was very high, and we just had such a blast, and there was a lot of like really fun memories that were made, and the fact that we were able to be on it was just a crazy experience. And I just really want to give a quick shout out to Loki from Humanitarian Deficit, because he gave us a place to stay in Virginia, and they're a really, really awesome group of guys, and definitely check them out if you've never heard of them, because they make sick stuff. It was also really cool just to see like different parts of the country, because I've only really been in Massachusetts my whole life, and my family's from Puerto Rico, so I've only been in Massachusetts and Puerto Rico. So seeing the rest of the U.S. was really, really cool. So I loved that for sure.
I feel like in general, like I would like to give like a personal shout out to like the current screamo scene, and I feel like it's like every day that like I hear about a new band, or a new band reaches out and it's like, hey, like this was an inspiration for us, like here's the music we made, like shit like that is like so encouraging, and I think it's so cool to see all the bands kind of popping up and doing their own thing, and all the love being spread throughout that. Yeah, just like shout out to everyone doing their thing within the screamo scene. Like it's really fucking cool, and it's truly an honor to be able to play alongside this moment of time and be a part of this moment. It's like really sick. So yeah, everyone like keep doing what you're fucking doing. Start a band, make some music in your bedroom, just jam, just yeah, like do all that shit for sure. Anything. Shout out Hot Stuff, shout out Graham, shout out The Light, shout out Undertime Castle, shout out. Thank you.
Are you tired of playing lame guitar without power chords and without panic chords that goes beyond the pentatonic scale? Stop it! 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 Rock any fucking where. This is what C chords, G chords, and D chords sound like. Trash on the street covered in rat excrement. I teach courses in advanced guitar acrobatics, but let me warn you, this is not for fucking open chord freaks, all right? Yo, the upside down chug is something it takes years to master. You have to go to fucking monasteries to learn this shit. And I have. If you take my guitar lessons and you stop playing stupid fucking open chords like C, G, and D, you get cool friends like these who want to listen to you play. Panic chords! That's how Code Orange did I Am King. This is DIY music in New York City.
DIY music, NYC. Yeah,
That's right. That's right.
Get shit.
Only in
DIY,
New York
yeah.
City. That's
Only
right.
in New York City. That's right.
That's right, man.
Yo, right here.
Boom. Nothing but love.
Yo, Ty Law, B4L shit. Block Boys, you know the vibes, nigga. LES shit, you heard?
Hell
Stay
yeah.
safe, y'all.
My name is Gustavo Nome. I'm 19. I am from Sunnyvale, California in the Bay Area, and my family's from Brazil, so I'm there summers. And then I play a lot of stuff in gingerbee. Mostly for live I play guitar, and then on the recordings I play drums, bass, guitar, violin, piano, a lot of stuff like that.
I'm Danny. I'm 18 from South Carolina. I do screaming, some rhythm guitar live. Was that all the questions?
I'm Melody Sohani. I'm 18 years old. I turned 19 this year. I'm older than Danny. I play drums mostly. I do that for live at least, and then for like the EP and what we made, I did a lot of the electronic stuff, chiptune stuff, the synths, did a bit of drums there, production, mixing, all that kind of stuff. Did I miss anything?
Then we have one member who's not here. Shout out Uncle Scrams, Jordan from Japan. We love Uncle Scrams against realism. Oh my god. So in 2020, early 2020, I was listening to Car Seat Headrest in my room. It was the early pandemic, and then after Car Seat Headrest played, Spotify radio gave me Glass Beach, a song, and I was like, this Glass Beach shit is sick. So then I just got into a ton of emo bands over time, and then I sort of got into the online like Discord music scene, and I met B's gang after like 2 years of just meeting people and making music.
I have like kind of the same story, at least with Car Seat Headrest. That was like my main thing, like lo-fi Car Seat Headrest. That was like the first one. Then Weatherday I found through Anthony Fantano. Then Asian Glow. I joined the Asian Glow Discord. Then the Bedroom Scrams DIY Jams, Jordan's Discord. Met these two. Yeah.
It was crazy, like, you joined DIY, and like, in like 2 months, you were in this band.
Yeah. I just kind of like reached out to Danny, like, hey, I like your vocals, you want to join? And they're like, yeah, and then that's just how it happens. I got into like emo and DIY pretty similarly. I had always sort of been into like lo-fi stuff, like Car Seat Headrest, but even like another, like Daniel Johnston, I really liked. And then I eventually, there's also like the internet scene. I found like CC or Carter C's music that I really liked. And then I found, I went down like the Screamo pipeline. I found like Orchid. I'm like, whoa, this shit's cool. I found like Yafe Kodo, and I kept like listening to stuff until I got to like Echelons randomly from Bandcamp. And that is sort of where it connected all like the elements, like the DIY, the Screamo, and all that stuff. And eventually I just kind of went from there. I also saw Weatherday on Fantana and was like, oh, that's cool. So yeah, eventually I got into a few servers, and that included the Weatherday server, in which I had a song on their compilation called Porcelain Songs, which is just like members of the Discord would make like songs put on compilation. I sort of got my start from there because I was able to talk to like a member of the band Nouns, and also just like Sputnik themselves. And from there I just kind of joined more servers, and then eventually found Gus, and after that Danny, and then it all sort of panned out. Yeah.
A lot of times it would be, well, we have a Discord group chat, and that's where everything gets done. A lot of the early stuff is I would send a demo of guitar, like I just record some Midwest emo stuff, and I send it in the group chat, and Melody puts it in FL Studio and pitches it up and makes it super fucking fast, with a bunch of crazy drums and shit, and chiptune, and then Danny screams on it, and that's like how a song ends up. And then later on, it was just that, but way more complicated, where we're sending parts back and forth, sending entire project files with like 60 tracks back and forth in between me and Melody, and like mixing everything and adding like just a ton of instruments. But yeah, Discord, and then we call, and then we screen share our digital audio workstations and just listen to it, and then Melody's like, the mixing on that guitar sucks, and I'm like, cope. And that's how we make music.
Yeah, he's really mean to me like all the time. I just try to fix little problems. He's like, LL skill issue.
It's really fun making music with these people. Like it's been such a joy to make like everything. We work together really well, like creatively. Like sometimes we just get into this flow state where there's just so many ideas bouncing back and forth. It's like, it's something I haven't had with many other people, and it's like, if you can get something like that, like definitely hold on to it. It's a very special thing. Jordan is kind of like our band dad.
Yeah.
Jordan's just in the group chat and like sees every message we post and has been there from the start. Jordan was actually the original vocalist for the band. There's some demos,
yeah, that's true,
with like Jordan screaming, which is crazy. Jordan, like, whenever we're like stuck or in some sort of rut, Jordan pops in with a lot of wise and helpful advice. Then Jordan's helped with a lot of the, Jordan did some lyrics and just general ideas and like direction for the band, and then mastering is that's Jordan's role in Gingerbee. Ooh, okay. First off, the band that we like first talked about, and the first demo we ever made was Melody posted a little chiptune demo, and it sounds kind of like Snowy by Your Arms of My Cocoon.
Yeah.
And I was like, this sounds like Your Arms of My Cocoon, and then I popped it into Ableton and I recorded like some emo riff on it, and I was like, Your Arms of My Cocoon type demo, let's go.
Yeah, I think that like when I said to them, like I said, here's a little Your Arms-esque demo, like I literally said that in the chat, and then Gus was like, here's some guitar, and that's just how it all started.
First time we ever interacted was over Your Arms of My Cocoon. And then, okay, other influences. We all love Weatherday.
Yeah.
We all love Your Arms of My Cocoon. I specifically, when we were making the EP, Ars Cosmo, our first EP, let's go. One of my biggest things was the band Lobster Fight. They're like an emo band, but a lot of their stuff just doesn't have guitars. It's just like pianos doing math rock and emo riffs, and it's insane. And they just have all this different, like, diverse instrumentation, and that was a big thing for me with just adding unconventional instruments into emo stuff. Danny?
We all love, like, Hey, I Love You. Exciting, Excellent, like chiptune kind of
Shout out Jazz.
stuff. Yeah.
Exciting, Excellent, chiptune, emo, girl band.
Honestly, godfuck, like the whole hyperscrams vibe, you know, it's like, it's really cool. I think that was a big influence.
Yeah, a lot of like similar chiptune emo stuff for me, but I started to grow up with like a lot of retro games and stuff like that. So just like soundtracks influenced me a lot, like retro soundtracks, like chiptune stuff, Anamanaguchi, that kind of stuff. Really influenced sort of how I create in terms of like synths and chiptune and that kind of stuff. Other than that, like yeah, similar like Lobster Fight, I'm definitely a fan of as well. Yeah, Weatherday we mentioned. Yeah, we have like similar influences, but like in what we do, we have like things that branch out, which I think is interesting.
Yeah, I like started, and my main thing still is like jazz guitar, and being a jazz guitarist is like my thing. Mm-hmm. And I like bringing that into the emo. I bring my jazz swag.
Okay, so this is a story. We were like trying to think of band names. We're just like, okay, I was in like high school at the time.
This story doesn't need to be this long.
Let me talk, man. Okay. So, yeah, just in like high school at the time, I remember I was just like in the library and we were just talking about like, we need a band name. And what was going through my mind was like, okay, there's like this mascot emo thing going on, right? There's like your arms as like their mascot, there's like Weatherday with Neo, there's like all this other stuff. So I'm like, okay. And then also as like animals and like bugs specifically were kind of like popping off. So I'm like, okay, what like could be like a cute like bug or something that could be like the focus of the band name. And I'm like, okay, let's go with bees. Bees are like cute. And then from nowhere in my head I was just like, gingerbread, bee, gingerbee. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, but I guess it happened. So I was like, okay, I have this idea. And we were like throwing out stuff, but then I'm like, oh, I have this idea for like a logo. So I just like went into MS Paint and like copied like a gingerbread bee that someone made, and then I like put it in I just like put it in MS Paint, and I sent it to the group chat. They're like, and I was like, so what do you guys think of like the name Gingerbee, and like maybe this can be like a cool little bee? And they're like, yeah, we like it, and we just like stuck with it.
Yeah, Gingerbee. Change the world. Make scrams.
Scrams gang.
Scrams gang. Thank you.
Peace and love. Thank you, Hot Stuff.
Thanks, Hot Stuff.
1, 2, 3, gingerbee!
4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm Clementine. I played guitar for Gingerbee this summer on their summer tour. and I'm in a little solo project called Goth Lipstick, and Gustavo from Gingerbee is one of my best friends. We make music together in a little project, and we're just like really tight outside of music. Gustavo was like, we're looking for an extra guitarist, and I was like, that's really cool, good luck. But then they were like, yeah, you should play guitar on the tour, after I found out that I didn't have any summer plans. And I was like so freaking excited to do it. And then I just said yes, and we started practicing together and made all the arrangements. Godfuck and Your Arms Are My Cocoon really took care of everything, and I just tagged along for the ride. And it was a total blast.
I am Ava, I am 23, I play guitar and I scream, and I used to be from Baltimore, but now I am from Philly.
Hey, I'm Z. I play guitar and I help the game child out on stage. I'm originally from the Eastern Shore of Maryland, and I just moved up to Philly.
My name is Violet. I play the drums. I'm 24 years old. I grew up in Madison, Wisconsin, and I now live in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
For me, it was morning dew. Going to like Grateful Acres and stuff as like a 16-year-old. That shit was really cool. And like, I found like American football on YouTube. And from there, just like going through a bunch of other bullshit. Yeah, chiptune was a more recent one. I've gotten to chiptune from you.
I started going to shows in a similar way. I was like 15 or 16 at a place called Heads Up in Lower Slower, Delaware. And some little tiny kid came out of the crowd and was like, "Hey, do you want to play bass in my Scrams band?" And I said yes instantly. Shout out Brian Frazier for
shout out.
Yeah. So that, and then chiptune I just got into through like being a super big video game nerd, loving like VGM and trying to figure out how it's made.
Is it like a Mag thing?
Yeah, I go to MagFest every year, which is Music and Gaming Festival, and they have a whole dedicated like stage and space for chiptune. So it's great to bring emo and chiptune together.
One of my emo
yeah, your two halves are connecting. That rocks. I went to a few house shows like I was in like high school, and then that ramped up in college. And then since moving to Philly, the scene there is not like it was where I went to school. Something very cool. And then I like knew a little bit about emo and about chiptune, but I have been turbocharged learning about it since joining this band.
I showed her American football her first time.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Not
What?
true.
What? I showed you something for your first time.
A lot of things. Yeah.
It wasn't something I thought about too consciously when writing anything, but I don't know, like, I think more than games specifically, it was like chiptune itself. I guess from that, I mean like the Pokemon soundtrack and stuff like that, like the Pokemon Red soundtrack. I have that shit on my phone, like I listen to that frequently. But honestly, the chiptune stuff like was really from like meeting jazz, from Exciting Excellent, and like, cause when I do synths at home, I just use regular synth. I don't even use like the Game Boy or anything. That's 100% just the thing that we do live. But yeah, I do love video games though. Despite that, I listen to a lot of Toho.
I feel like rhythm games is probably influenced us recently. Like we go to the arcade constantly.
I think we've become better musicians.
Yeah, because of rhythm games. Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of older games like NES and SNES soundtracks influenced my bass at least for sure.
That's fair.
I'm always trying to make my bass like sound like a fucked up 8-bit synth. Like I don't want it to sound like.
Shout out Bit Crushers.
Yeah, shout out Bit Crushers for the duo.
So yeah, I think it's like gaming and friends like are the like being with friends playing games is like almost a bigger influence. Like when we used to run a house show, people would play games in the living room all the time. Like people just constantly running games to Smash.
Just during everyone's
So I think music and gaming have just been interconnected for us.
They
for a while.
definitely are two interconnected things. That's true. Yeah. I did a little folky thing that I want to change the name of, but it's named after my roommate's cat, and it's cute, it's good, but
lo-fi type.
Yeah. What have I done?
Yeah, I've done a bunch of different bands, but I make solo music as CD-ROM. It's like gothy dance music. We're working on some new noisy dance stuff. Yeah.
Well, that's a good point, actually. Yeah. I'm joining like the SAS thing. We're working on like the SAS thing.
Yeah, expect new
Note the white belt.
Yeah, new projects from us coming soon.
There's a bunch of new stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like at this point, like Fraser Fur 2 is just like a sister band through you.
Yeah. I played in Fraser Fur for years, and then which became Shin Diesel.
Shin Diesel, yeah.
I play in Shin Diesel right now. I play keyboards and synths in that band. So.
Tight friends, good friends.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull the cringe out.
Yeah, do it.
For it. You earned it.
Blink 182. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I just became obsessed with them when I was a little kid. I was like a 4th grader, and I heard "Damn It" in a parkour video. It was Santa parkour, and literally ever since then, no, I've just been like obsessed. And it's funny, but like I feel like when you listen to like the city songs, it's like that is where like the pop songwriting comes from. Because I really think of Civi as more of like a pop band than like, I mean like it is a screamo band, but it really is like screamo pop. On top of that, Brave Little Abacus, obviously. Yeah, I don't know.
And Blink 182 is always the one I think of with you.
Such a big one. You really can tell when you listen to the songs.
Yeah. I'm kind of all over the place. I take influence from like the shoegaze scene and like the electronic music scene a lot. Aphex Twin and Tim Hecker and like a lot of ambient stuff really influences everything I do. And like a lot of the noise scene too. I think like performance in noise is really important. So I don't know if I can name a specific band, but pull influences from like more experimental music scenes and just the bands that I've played with over the years are constantly inspiring.
I feel like it comes to influence my drumming, like Empath and like Tagabao are 2 huge influences. They're from Empath is ridiculous when they are drumming. It is awesome. It is something you can only hope to play through. Shout out to Philadelphia bands. And yeah.
That's a good question. I guess to me it's just a way to express myself. Because I don't know, a lot of the time I feel like I'm not too good at that. And it's definitely a lot easier to just like, it's easier to say things when you're screaming them because like people don't really know what you're saying unless they take the time to like read it. And like, I don't know, it's less scary to do that than to really say how you feel, which maybe isn't a good thing, but I don't know. And on top of that, like, I don't know, I love playing with y'all. Y'all two are my best friends. Like
that's like
thank y'all for
what I
doing
was
this.
gonna say is that like this band is like friendship.
It really is.
I think that's like our biggest message on stage is always like hold your friends close.
Tell your best friends that you love them.
Love them. Yeah, like me and Ava have been best friends for years now, and it means a lot to be able to play in your band. So yeah, that's I think what it means to me is just love and friends. And screaming.
Yeah, I just like playing music with my friends.
Yeah. It's simple folk. It's just for the love of it.
Play Toho.
Play Toho.
Play Toho 7.
Yeah.
Perfect Day last night. It's an amazing game.
Yeah.
Shout out Zune.
Yeah.
I'd like to give a shout out to Zune.
Zune makes all that shit himself.
Oh, not the media player.
Yeah,
similar to him, I only work on music while drunk.
That's all we got.
If you ever like, I don't know, Zune played shows. If Zune's ever like on in America, like on the Eastern Coast or whatever, hit my line, DM me on Instagram. Let's play a show together. Flowering Night's a banger. Like you really went off on that.
Flowering Night. Goddamn. Shout out Miku.
Yeah, I'll say Miku. She's a big influence too.
Yeah, Vocaloid is huge on us.
Migreen and Luca while we're at it.
Yeah. Make more music with your friends.
Make fucked up things too. Don't just keep doing the same thing over and over.
Make weird experimental bullshit that you make once and then it's the thing. Or like,
that was the experiment. Success.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Choose life. Choose a dead-end job. Choose a soul-sucking career. Choose 2-day shipping. Choose a giant pair of headphones, bootleg CDs, your dad's old bike, and a busted pair of boots. Choose $12 sandwiches, radio silence, and concert ticket insurance. Choose DIY and wondering who the hell you are on Sunday morning. Choose a long ride home and a carabiner with cool keychains. Choose Adobe Flash Player and location settings and a perpetual sense of impending doom. Choose screaming your lungs off in a sweat-coated basement. Choose life. But why would I want to do a thing like that? I chose not to choose life. I chose something else. And the reasons? There are no reasons. Who needs reasons when you've got dimwit? Okay, ready? Just point straight out. What?
My name's Tyler. I am 21 years old. I'm from Houston, Texas, and I play guitar and yell in your arms mic.
I'm Grace Blue. I'm from Cleveland. I'm 21 and I play keys.
I'm Peter. I'm 22 and I play the drums.
I'm DK. I'm 23. I'm from Chicago and I play the bass and I maybe yell a little bit on some songs.
So I got into playing music because I got into My Chemical Romance because Dan and Phil were into it and I watched them a lot when I was a kid, and I got into My Chemical Romance through them, and then I really got into it when I found Crywink on Bandcamp. Like finding Crywink was kind of like the answer to if you're a musician, do you need a band to make good music? Which is always the question that was in my head when I was a kid. And find Crywink and figure out that the answer was no. that meant a lot to me. That's what got me like really starting to actually make music.
I don't know, like my whole family is musicians. Like my grandfather is a jazz saxophonist, both my parents. So I always grew up around that. I started playing piano when I was like 6 years old. Just kind of taught myself instruments. I got into DIY I started my first band in high school in Tampa in like 2018, and it just kind of like kept making different bands, different projects as I moved different cities and just like haven't stopped.
Yeah, I've like, I don't know, my parents are also musicians, so obviously a big influence on me. And I've played in bands through high school.
On my end, I mean, I started playing the saxophone when I was in 4th grade, but even before that, like I heard Miss Murder by AFI for the first time when I was like 7 years old, and that was the first time I'd ever heard a harsh vocal in a song, and I realized that there's more to it than just like singing. But from the DIY and everything, I kind of, I started seeing some bands that like I realized like aren't like touring all the time, they're just playing local, and they're like really just kind of grinding on their own, and I was like, oh shit, I want to be a part of that. So I just kind of kept doing that on my own.
Well, I was doing I had Your Arms My Cocoon. I had the EP made, and I had gone on a tour last year in 2022 by myself with a laptop and my guitars. And it was cool, it was fun, but it had always been my dream to have a full band. And so earlier this year in 2023, I sent out like a general inquiry on my Instagram stories and on Twitter, and that's how I found these three. We met in March of this year, in July currently, so we've known each other a very short amount of time, except for Grace and Peter. Not really. I mean, I make music that's not screamo, but I don't really put it anywhere. I mostly just do like, I make songs on my guitar when I'm feeling sad, and then I just like keep them. But I've always wanted to expand and do more stuff. I really want to do like some slowcore indie type stuff. I want to do like mathcore and like crazy shit like that, you know.
Mine's just my name, Grace Bloom, how the words are spelled. Grace Bloom from Thirdo on Instagram. It's just kind of like indie, shoegaze type emotional stuff. So yeah, you should check it out.
My project's called Alga, ALGA. I don't know, it's like pop, power pop thing, but also I don't know. I try to mix stuff together.
So I'm gonna do a work called Estrogen Molotov. You can find us on Bandcamp. We have 3 songs out right now. We just put one out a couple days ago. It's like harsh synth noise, but also we do some like violence and like sasscore sounds. It's very loud, very in your face.
Oh god. Well, my favorite band ever is the Brave Little Abacus. I have a tattoo of their first record, Masked Dancers. They're awesome. I love them. I love like the maximalist emo style. Also, in my favorite category, probably be the number 12 Looks Like You, a mathcore band from New Jersey. One of the first screamed vocals I ever heard on a Eyeball Records sampler for the first My Chemical Romance album. I Brought You Your Bullets or whatever. And then also number 3 is Bedbug, a bedroom pop project from right here in Boston. They are like what, the entire like lo-fi, synthy, quiet, pretty noises that come off of my music. That's directly stolen from them. They're so pretty and so good.
Frankie Cosmos, Alex G, Girlpool.
Alright, that was a lot easier.
I'm supposed to do top 3. Yeah, I love the Beatles. I like a lot of different stuff. I don't know. I like Elliott Smith a lot. His music's been a big influence on my songwriting and like lyrics and stuff, I guess. I don't know. I like Todd Rundgren a lot. I like Kate Bush a lot recently. I've been listening to a ton of Kate Bush. I don't know. It kind of depends on the time. Number one all time will always be AFI. Again, first time I ever heard a Harsh vocal was on Miss Murder, and then I just kind of found more of their stuff and I really into them. But then in terms of like noise inspiration, Lightning Bolt's number one for sure. I fucking love Lightning Bolt. And then Melt Banana is another one up there for me.
I've got a funny story. When we were in Little Rock, Arkansas, after the show, we met up with the band that we were touring at the time, Home Records and Bedwetters. And we played the show outside that day. It was in a backyard, so it was really sweaty. It was like 95 degrees all day. And so after the show, we went to find a lake to jump in, just to cool off, refresh a little bit. We drove over to this lake that, you know, we thought was going to be open. It had a giant sign that said, like, do not enter, I think was the verbiage. So we entered. We walked for a very long time through the thickets and through the forest. And we came across a clearing, finally. And the lake was vast and huge. We settled down. Somebody had given us pies at the show that night, so we settled down to snack on some pies. And as soon as we settled down, we see the beams of a car roll overhead. And this is a blocked off road. There are no cars here.
Bright ass headlights.
Bright ass headlights. We're like, oh shit, that's the cops. So then we gathered up all our pies and put them back in the bag. And scurry back to from whence we came, and from when we get there, we see parked maybe 300 feet down from where we parked is the cops, and they are walking outside with their like super flashed like strobe flashlights looking for us, and they are in the wrong fucking place. And we just get into our car, drive, like literally fucking juke them and get the fuck out of there. And then we settled down at just like a little kids park.
I didn't think of anything.
Cheers, my friends.
Oh, I said it. I said shit.
Cheers, my friends. Best believe in God.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
Peace and love.
Peace and love.
That's off for now.
Here's this dirty fucking rag.
Louis gang. Final words. I'm gonna leave you with plethora and flabbergast. Take care.
night.
This is for everyone who was gay in high school.
My name's Danny. I'm from Charleston, South Carolina. I'm 22 years old, and I sing and scream.
I'm Don. I'm from Charleston, South Carolina. I'm 21 years old, and I play guitar.
I'm Jay. I'm 21 years old. I'm from Charleston, South Carolina, and I play guitar.
I am Mark. I am 21 years old from Charleston, South Carolina, and I play bass.
I'm Graham. You're never going to guess where I'm from. Charleston, South Carolina. And by the time you're seeing this, I'm probably 23. And I play the drums.
His birthday's in 2 days.
So it was mostly Dawn's brainchild. So Dawn hit me up one day. We went to high school together, and she was like, I want to start a band, start an emo band. And she was like, emo bands have like really incoherent names. And originally it was like a joke, but then nobody came up with another one. So Dawn.
I was 15.
Yeah, why not? So as Dawn explained it to me, Newgrounds is to like reel in that audience of like that the people that really like the old internet. Death is because it's hard as fuck. Rugby is because we wanted a sport in the name because we really wanted to be American football. And modern baseball. We wanted to be modern baseball, yeah. Then yeah, all together. It's just three separate words that mean three separate things, I think. When we first started the band, we went on Newgrounds and we looked up like Death Rugby, and the first thing that came up was like Rugby Player Bukkake Simulator. It's a porn game. It's very sad. It sucks. What? Tell me about the gameplay.
You there's like a bar and you press space bar and you hit it in the middle. It's like a Mario Party minigame essentially.
So my good friend Mikkel on the bus for a field trip told me to listen to this little band called The Front Bottoms. And then I listened to this album by the... Shut up. We listened to this album called Talon of the Hawk by The Front Bottoms. And I was like, this is cool. And then their fans also like, or through some Spotify algorithm, I found the band Mom Jeans. And then basically from there, the whole world just opened up to every single, from there. Yeah. So Front Bottoms and then Mom Jeans, for me at least. And then I was like, this is cool. I should tell Mark and then tell Dawn. And then now we're here. Now we're in Boston.
Well, to continue the anecdote, the first DIY show that me, Jay, and Dawn went to was Graduating Life, Just Friends, Michael, Sarah Palin, and then I think it was Haunters was the opener. Holders was the opener, and then King of Summer, yeah. Yeah, it was a 5-band bill, and it was in a garage in Atlanta. That was like the first DIY. We got there like an hour and a half early before doors and like sat like uncomfortably because we were like, wow, we're here an hour and a half early. And then like
literal children.
Yeah, we were just, and then we're all like freshmen in high school, so we're like, we don't know anybody there. What's your
I have an anecdote. I didn't really know anything about the DIY scene until Dawn was like, let's start a band together, because I had listened to the Front Bottoms. I just didn't know like the ins and outs of all that stuff. And so we had our band practice, and Dawn was like, here's what I want us to sound like. And then they introduced me, they gave me like a DIY like playlist. Here's a bunch of songs, and it was like Michael, Sarah Palin, and oh god, American Football was on there, Captain Jazz was on there, Oso Oso was on there, Prince Daddy and the Hyena. Saisha wasn't on there yet. No, it was like Prince Daddy and the Hyena. It was like all like the really like foundational ones. And then it snowballed from there. But I had already listened to the Front Bottoms and Modern Baseball, so I was like primed.
Speaking of that, I learned about DIY by being in DIY. I just kind of joined the band one day. I'm not an original member. That's a little known fact. Yeah, and so I just kind of saw everyone else hanging out, having a good time, and I was like, you know what? I want to try and join. I want to learn drums. I've always wanted to learn drums.
And now we're here.
Now we're here, and I hate my life. So my favorite bands are See-Through Person. Shout out See-Through Person. Michael Sarah Palin. And people are gonna groan when they hear this, but System of a Down and Nirvana.
Do you need to check your? Yeah, I'm just checking. Mark's checking his fucking Topster before he answers this fucking question. I would say for me, the Mountain Goats, Black Country New Road, Black Midi, Car Seat Headrest, and Weatherday.
Right now, Marietta, Rookie Card, Lobster Fight, Seisha, anything that they yell a lot.
You like to yell, right?
Mine are going to be kind of weird, so it's probably going to be Nana Grizzle, or Nana Grizzle, I don't know how to say it. Thank you. This is gonna be another answer, but the 1975 or a good one on there too. I know. Listen, I know. There's a lot. It's a lot. I understand. It's like the Front Bottoms. It's a loaded statement. And then probably like Glockamora and like Snowing, I think, are pretty good. Yeah. Mark has the Snowing hat on, so it's so cool. So let's see Mark.
Check my Topster. So I think right now my all-time is probably Sioux Falls. If you know Strange Ranger, that was the band they had before. Like really good, like funky Modest Mouse type stuff. So if you like that, check it out. Alex G for sure. We're like an Alex G band. We are an Alex G band. And then probably like right now, like my favorite probably Peace. They had a really good record, 3D Country, that I really like. That's really good, and you should check that out. My final word is lavender.
Kill Ron DeSantis.
Kill Ron DeSantis in a more violent way than Don implied.
Live, laugh, love.
Let me think. What'd you just say?
Your words are left.
Okay. No. Sputnik. Oh fuck!
Sputnik whispering Homestuck
Oh my
in
god.
our ear.
It's not apple juice, it's pee!
I hope you enjoy us.
I don't. I really don't. I hope you hate us.
Leave a hate comment.
Okay.
Well, that's it. Thanks for watching. Yay! We're Newgrounds Death.
Freeze frame.
We're Newgrounds Death Rugby. Freeze frame.
My name's Sputnik, also known as Weatherday. It's I always leave that stuff up to interpretation, but I feel like once you like think about it for a minute, I think it's something that'll come like natural to you. It'll come naturally. What it means to you is probably correct, in a way. I've always listened to alternative music, and like I remember listening to Linkin Park on the radio as a child and being like, what's this? And so eventually I just ended up like, the first album I ever bought was a My Chemical Romance album on CD, 3 Cheers. And so I don't know, I've just like slowly been funneled into it, and then I decided to make my own music in that style. I like Number Girl, The Knife, Depeche Mode, and I'll say Shinsei Kamete-chan. Well, actually, I have I'm working on an album, and it's finally getting finished. So that I guess that's my most current thing. Like, be on the lookout for the album. It's gonna come out. It's actually coming out.